Hi guys, this is Farz and welcome back to Farzzology, and I am here with another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to edit and color grade a indoor portrait. Okay, this is gonna be real fun, and I'm going to use just some adjustment layers so you can do it in any Photoshop, any version of Photoshop. Okay, before starting the tutorial, I wanna thank all of them who are supporting me on Patreon. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, this is the picture I'm gonna use today. Okay, at first I want to do something with the brightness and shadows. So for this, okay, at first make a copy of the layer by pressing Ctrl and J, and then go to the image, and then adjustment, and here you will find the shadows and highlights. Okay, so okay, I want to enable all the options. So click on the show more option. You will find all these options here, and now you can choose your best composition. So I think this is fine. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. Look at this area. I think this is good. Just a little, not too much. I think this is fine. So I'm going with this setting. It's very beautiful. That's fine. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. I just apply shadows and highlights adjustment layer. Okay, and then I want to work with little bit the brightness and contrast as adjustment layer, and I want to increase the contrast a little bit. So open the brightness and contrast adjustment layer. So here is this, and I would increase the brightness, not too much, just little. I'm going with 5 for brightness, and let's increase the contrast. Look at the color, and for contrast I am going with 25. I think 25 looks good to me. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. It's very simple, but it looks good. Look at this. It's fine. Okay, now I want to add a gradient map. So open your gradient map option, and look at this. It's a black and white gradient by default, but we don't want black and white. So click on the first icon, first stop, and now select the color. And I'm gonna choose, okay, the first color code is 4C0C0C. Look at this color. Okay, that's done. And now click on this second stop, and okay, the second color code is E1EAB1. It's a little bit light greenish color, so I'm going with this. It looks the old movie type color, but this time I don't want the old movie type color, so change the blending mode to, okay, look at this. Soft light is looking beautiful, but the effect is too much. So sense the opacity or decrease the opacity around, I think 60%. Let's go with 60%. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. It looks fine. Okay, so it's done, and now I want to play with the curves a little bit. So open the curves, and I want to add a little bit faded effect. So you know how to put faded effects. It's very simple. So click on this and drag it like this. So I think this is fine, and I want to create another point. I think this is fine. It's good. And the last one, just click and drag it to the left just a little. I think this is fine. So create a curves like this, and now change it to the blue color and click and drag like this. It will help you to add a little bit bluish color on the shadows. So I'm going with this. Okay, now I want to add another point, so I'm going with a little bit dark. I think this is fine. So create a curves like this. That's done. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. Look at this. It will help you to add a little bit bluish in the shadows, and then a faded effect. It looks great. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the curves. Okay, now I want to play with the exposure adjustment layer. So let's open the exposure adjustment layer. Here it is. Okay, just exposure, and here is three options: exposure, offset, and gamma correction. I don't know what is going on with me. Okay, I think exposure 0.001 is fine here, so I want to play with the oops, this is too much. I think let's increase it just a little. So I'm going with this 0.002, and gamma correction, let's increase it. Okay, I'm going with 0.90. Okay, so it's done. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. It's good. And now, okay, now look at this color carefully. Look at this. And so I don't know what is going on with me. My pronunciation, my words are, it's not good today. Look at this hat. I want to pop up this color. Also, I want to increase this yellowish and orangish color. So go with the selective color layer. And this is here. Okay, let's pick red first. Okay, I want to bring this one here because the reds and orangish color is more here. So I want to increase the reds, right? So I'm giving -25 in case of cyan. You know, the opposite color of cyan is red, so if you decrease the cyan, that means it will increase the red. Okay, that's fine. I'm going with -25 this time, and let's go with magenta. I love this color. Okay, so here I'm going with, I think 35 is fine to me. Okay, now change the color to yellow. And for yellow, I want to increase the yellow just, so I'm going with +30 for yellow. I think it looks good. Let's see the before and after. Look at this. Look at this light, and this is after. It looks fine. Okay, now I want to look after the hat. So here select the blue color, and let's play with the cyan. Look at this. I love this color, so I'm giving -100 to cyan. And for magenta, I think I should increase. So I'm giving around 45 in case of magenta. That's good. Okay, let's put it here. So selective color is done. Look at this. This was the before, and this is after. Now the color looks more powerful, right? It goes. Okay, now the last adjustment layer. Okay, I am fasting, that's why maybe my words are not coming actually. Okay, now open the levels and play with the RGB. So let's increase this point. I think 5 is looking good. Let's see the before and after. Look at this. This was the before and this is after, but I want the faded effect a little bit more. So click this point and drag it to the right. And look at this washed out effect, but it is too much, so just increase it around maybe 10%. I think this is fine. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. I think the color grading is done. I think it's almost done. Look at this before and after overall. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. Now look at this picture. It looks more colorful. It looks more powerful to me. Okay. And you can do retouch by applying my action, and you know how to get the action. Just link is on the description and it's totally free. Okay, so I'm not going to apply the retouching action today because you already know it if you have seen my earlier video. It's very simple, just play the action and then it's done. Okay, now look at this area is looking a little bit empty. I think there should be something to match this side, right? So look at this. This is a little bit orangish and reddish color, so I want to fill this area with the same type of color. So for this I have another image. I want to put it here. So let's embed it, and now just open the picture, and you will get this picture also. The link is on the description. Make it a little bit bigger. Press enter, and I have to hide this black area, right? And you know how to hide the black part? the blending mode, and which blending mode is to hide the black color. It's just screen. Look at this, it's gone, the black area is totally gone. So this was the before and this is after. Look at this. Now look at this picture. You can by pressing Ctrl and T and make the picture a little bit more large, you can reduce the effect. So look at this. Now look at this. This was the before and this is after. Now look at this corner, it looks perfect. You can mask out any part by applying the mask, you know it. So let's see the before and after overall. This was the before and this is after. It looks great, it looks more powerful, it looks beautiful. So this is the color grading and editing and also the retesting. I have not shown it in this video, but you know, by applying action actually, obviously. So this is it, and I hope you love this tutorial. If you did, hit the like button, leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe.